Hello and welcome back to the Phonics on the Go podcast with me, Paul Keegan, your host and your guide through the fascinating world of teaching and learning phonics. This is episode 5, The Rose Report. What became known as the Rose Report of 2006 is a significant document that shaped the way that phonics is taught in primary schools. So let's dive right in. The term Rose Report refers to what is officially titled the Independent Review of the Teaching of Early Reading, and is commonly known as the Rose Report, after its author, Sir Jim Rose. It was commissioned by the UK government to review the teaching of early reading, particularly focusing on the phonics approach. It aimed to provide recommendations for improving literacy skills among young children. The report emphasised the importance of systematic phonics instruction and recommended changes to the national curriculum and teacher training. Sir Jim Rose was a former Director of Inspection at the UK's Office for Standards in Education, Ofsted. He led the review and authored the report. He is an experienced educator and has held various positions in the field of education, including serving as Her Majesty's Chief Inspector of Schools. As covered in the previous episode, synthetic phonics is a method that teaches children to decode words by blending individual sounds together. The Rose Report recommended that synthetic phonics should be the primary method used in teaching early reading, starting from the very beginning of a child's education. One of the key findings of the report was that phonics should be taught systematically and explicitly. This means that there should be a clear progression of skills and concepts, with teachers explicitly teaching the relationship between sounds and letters. The report stressed the need for high-quality phonics instruction, which requires very well-trained teachers who understand the principles of synthetic phonics and can effectively implement it in the classroom. Teachers play a crucial role in providing the necessary guidance and support to help children develop their phonics skills. The Rose Report also highlighted the importance of appropriate resources to support phonics instruction. Decodable books, for example, contain words that can be easily decoded using the phonics skills being taught. These resources help children practice their newly acquired phonics skills in a meaningful context and should be an accompaniment to classroom instruction. The impact of the Rose Report on education policy in the UK was significant. It led to a greater emphasis on phonics instruction in primary schools, with many schools adopting synthetic phonics as the primary approach to teaching early reading. By implementing synthetic phonics, schools have seen positive outcomes in children's reading abilities. The systematic and explicit teaching of phonics has helped children become confident readers who can decode words accurately and fluently. However, it's important to stress that the Rose Report did not suggest that phonics should be the only method used in teaching reading. It emphasised the need for a balanced approach where phonics is integrated with other reading strategies, such as comprehension skills and vocabulary development. So, to wrap up, the Rose Report of 2006 highlighted the importance of synthetic phonics in teaching early reading. It recommended systematic and explicit phonics instruction supported by well-trained teachers and appropriate resources. The report's findings have had a significant impact on education policy, leading to a greater emphasis on phonics instruction in primary schools. And that just about concludes our summary of the Rose Report from 2006. If you would like to read the report itself, a link can be found in the show notes. If you have any thoughts, if you have any comments or questions, you can reach out to me via the usual means. info@phonicsonthego.com or by visiting my Instagram, phonicsonthego. Join me in the next episode where we will be discussing the 5 key competencies of teaching early reading that are often associated with the findings of the Rose Report. Thank you very much for listening again, and I will see you in the next episode.